It's the National Football.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Watkins.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Clifton
setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Operating from the gun. Watkins. Avant brings it in. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Watkins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. He could not pull it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They go play action here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifton. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Watkins. He finds Taylor, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, Watkins, slant to Adams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watkins.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
10 more yards. Complete to Alex Pierce. 10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 3rd down, Abraham. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Watkins.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On 1st down, Watkins. And his throw is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Watkins.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. He's got the first down and more. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Abraham, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Seattle's offense returns to the field. We get a look at Noah Fant now.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Now the ball comes loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 3rd down, Clifton.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing to start the drive. Watkins.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for second down.
Off play action. Watkins. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watkins.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. On the draw is Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Watkins. Throw left side complete. That's Adams.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Throwing on first down. Watkins. Right side complete. That's Woods.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Flush to his right.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw.
The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, Watkins
able to find his man, Woods.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Clifton. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Clifton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. To throw on 3rd down. Clifton. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Watkins over the middle into the hands of Woods. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to our
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Clifton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they'll try to run the option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifton to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On 4th down, Clifton firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st down, Watkins. Pulled in by Avant.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on 1st down, Watkins. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw on second down, Clifton. This is the tight end fan.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Clifton out to the right. He gets it to Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Back to throw. Clifton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Clifton. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tie things at 17 all.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On third down, Watkins forced out to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted them, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down, Clifton.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's called by the defense there on 3rd down. Just further with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Clifton. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Clifton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable trouble there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can I try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clifton.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clifton. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, Clifton.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Clifton. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Clifton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Watkins.
That's complete to Pierce.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. And it's complete to Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the handoff, Taylor to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Watkins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Watkins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
I didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Clifton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Clifton. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton steps away to his left.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Clifton. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Clifton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to to throw. Clifton.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's now 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
Yeah, and he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From the 6.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 7. A little under 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. Back to throw.
Gets this to Fan.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Colts,
they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.